The audience doesn't know this because we have to edit it out every time because it's copyright music, but we have a little tradition now of just jamming to some music to warm us up.
Yeah.
But we always have to edit it out, which is a real shame. So I took matters into my own hands while I was waiting for you to show up here.
You're a bit breathed.
I am, yeah, I'm having a heart attack. And I made this.
Holy shit.
You could drop some bars over
I was
this.
expecting it to be a lot more. This is so grimy.
My name is Kaleb.
Yeah.
I like to suck on penis. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. Keep going.
Oh, it's buffering.
Welcome back. Grifters. What are they? Nobody knows but us, and we won't clarify.
Absolutely not. I refuse.
Welcome back.
All right, Kaleb.
Yeah.
I've been on holiday all week.
And chicha.
And it was a beautiful time. But I didn't have, once again, I feel like this show always starts with me, explaining why I didn't
Making
have time
excuses,
to do one. But I thought in lieu of a well-researched, interesting grifter, I would just pick a topic that I know that you're really angry about, and we'll just see what happens. So my grifter this week is a little website called Earth 2.
Oh, God.
So for those of you who don't know, Earth 2 is essentially a JPEG of Google Earth, but you can purchase little tiny tiles and pretend that you own property. Because in this dystopian universe, our generation is so desperate for the feeling of owning land that they'll go on a website and pretend to do so for real money. But before we get too deep in the reads, I have, once again, come across some fun facts.
Fungible facts.
Some fungible facts, yeah. New Zealand is actually the only country in the world to own all of their territories on Earth 2. Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern praised the purchase, saying that having the digital version of our country in the hands of the government was incredibly important and well worth all of the muskets.
Both of them.
Yeah. You see, that's that for those overseas who aren't aware of New Zealand history, we at least like to make the attempt at, not just stealing the land from our natives, but trading them.
Haggling.
And what hagglers we were.
Well, yeah.
Rotorua, that's a musket. Wellington, 3 muskets. You know what I mean?
Christ, I don't know how to feel about this.
Well, I'm not saying it's good. It's awful.
Yeah, it is really
terrible
bad.
thing. But I do think it's funny to suggest that they just did that again on the website.
Yeah, that is really funny. Hit me with another fungible fact.
Well, here's the thing. Before we get into this one, do you want to explain what NFTs are real quick?
So a non-fungible trade.
Non-fungible token.
Sorry, token, thank you. Is essentially a token that relates ownership back to a data file.
An NFT is a receipt that says that you own a JPEG.
Yeah.
If you don't know what an NFT is, intrinsically, you're not going to find this joke funny anyway. But anyways. James Franco recently made headlines when he publicly endorsed NFTs, a move that had an incredibly positive effect on several NFT-related storefronts. He later took the endorsement back, however, saying that he doesn't really understand digital markets and simply thought that NFT stood for newly fuckable teens.
Oh my God. Oh no.
What do you think about that?
Wondering why you chose
James Franco.
See, I can see you went from newly fuckable teens backwards.
Yeah.
You went, James Franco, yeah. That's good, very good.
Yeah, James Franco's a bad man.
How's his brother?
I don't know. A little sexy, to be honest.
Yeah, but is he good?
But I don't know about his behaviors. I pitched that joke to my girlfriend.
Did she like it?
No.
No.
No, she didn't.
I don't think that my girlfriend would like that joke either.
No, but, he did it, not me.
I think it's the newly fuckable teens line.
It's pretty gross.
But then James Franco is the one that's doing it. It's not you that you're just describing what James Franco's doing. And you had no choice but to do that.
I had no choice.
If you could find a better NFT based joke, then James Franco wouldn't have to
it was a real fucking head scratcher, that one. But yeah, that's the fun fact segment. Earth 2.0. So
wow, we've both done no work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Earth 2.0. So there are 3 phases. Phase 1 is this. Essentially, the developers have taken Google Earth and overlaid it with roughly 5.1 trillion squares, each roughly equaling 10 meters by 10 meters in real planetary measurements, right? And you buy the squares for real money. For example, this building we're in right now would have cost $60 to buy the whole building.
Oh, real?
On Earth 2.0. Yeah, not too bad, but also it's essentially worthless, right?
Can you do anything with it at all?
So in phase 1, there's fucking nothing. That is entirely it.
Okay.
But then you come into phase 2, which will be released in 2021 as early as possible.
So it's been released now?
No. And it's almost September, and it's not been released. So this is from their website. Phase 2 will be released in 2021 as early as possible. It will involve the ability for virtual land to begin generating different types of resources that will be vital for building and economic purposes in Earth 2. These resources will be tradable between users for other resources or credits. We will also be releasing details about general uses for the varying resources.
This
more to come.
Sounds awesome.
So phase 2, you can like gather resources. Your land generates resources, right? But you can't use the resources for anything.
No.
So at the moment, like having a virtual gold mine in Earth 2 is still useless, right?
Yeah.
Let's talk about scope for a second. There are 7 people that work at Earth 2 at the time of my Googling.
Is that it?
The first thing they did was take Google Earth and program a marketplace where cunts can buy and sell tiles, right? Phase 2, which they are drastically behind schedule on, is taking those tiles and programming a Civ 5 resource system, right? Phase 3, with 7 people, not all of which are game developers, and the Unity game engine, they're going to create a 1-to-1 scale MMO of the entire planet.
Shut up.
Right? So that's what they're promising.
But, okay, whoa.
Literally, they describe it as exactly like being the Matrix.
The closer a game is to, it's just real life in an MMO, the worse it is every single time.
I think you're going down the wrong path, because you're suggesting that it's ever going to come.
Yeah, I'm trying to humor them.
No, that's ridiculous. I will not even for a fucking second talk about the merits of creating an open MMO that is a 1-to-1 replication of Earth made by 7 people in a free game engine.
Well, that's the thing. If they made like it in the like GTA 5 engine,
they couldn't.
If they did,
they couldn't. It's impossible.
But I don't understand what you do though. Like, what do you do?
Nothing, Caleb, because it's never going to happen, and they're not intending for it to fucking happen. All they need is phase 1.
Right.
Where cunts buy a pixel for thousands of dollars.
I guess they've got me, yeah.
If you own any land on Earth 2, I have some penis pills to sell you, left over.
Left over?
Yeah, I took them and now my penis is 7 foot long. It's actually terrible. It's
that sounds awful.
Ruined my life.
Imagine if you found out that your kid had taken your credit card and bought a $350 spaceship.
Well, people are making money on Earth 2 because it is like a marketplace. So you can like buy something, inflate the value, and then sell it. It just is a cryptocurrency with like a weird meta game of like fucking...
I used to really hate old people going on about a cashless society.
Yeah.
Because I don't really care about a cashless society. I just don't give a fuck. FPOS is fine by me.
Sure.
But I don't know how I feel about a cryptocurrency.
I don't care.
You don't care? Just whatever?
I don't care what flavor capitalism chooses to fuck me over in. Like, whatever system they want to do to like ruin my life, I don't give a fuck if they're like cum dollars or like USD. Like, I really don't give a fuck.
Cum dollars are stable. So.
Cum dollars is stable, yeah. It's renewable. You can just make more cum.
And more dollars.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Right, let me wrap. There's nothing to wrap up.
What do you want to say about Earth 2?
Earth 2.0 is stupid, and I thought there was way more material.
All right, well, maybe we can do a Guess the Grifter.
Go on.
This is too loud, isn't it?
That's fine.
Everyone, quieten down a bit. Jesus. We've got a guest coming. Bonjour.
Hello.
Bonjour. Je suis Manu.
Is it fucking Big Pete?
It's Pete Evans. I'm so glad I didn't have to do that French accent any longer.
For a second there, I was very like optimistic that we'd just be doing the French in general.
No,
but
no.
I'll settle for Pete.
It's an Australian again, actually.
Yeah,
Pete Evans. Pete Evans used to be a television personality in Australia and New Zealand on a show called My Kitchen Rules.
Hell yeah.
He was alongside his co-host with the co-most.
Yeah.
Manu Fidel.
Yeah, who's sick, by the way.
Manu is sick, dude.
And makes really good beef stock.
And also Magnum ice creams. He designs them.
Does he?
Well, he designed one.
Really?
He made it. And he had a Magnum ice cream out, yeah.
Which one?
I don't know. I don't remember the flavor. It was like I'm not even going to speculate. I wouldn't want to do that to Manu.
What a disrespect, Manu.
Pete, on the other hand.
It was not Armin, it was meat.
Pete Evans got into trouble because he shared a meme on Facebook that was a caterpillar in a MAGA hat on a coffee date with a butterfly, and the butterfly, on the wing of the butterfly, it had is it the black sun?
Oh,
the black iron sun? Something like that.
Something like that.
Logo.
Some Nazi shit.
Heinrich Himmler's SS logo,
Yeah.
who the Christchurch mosque shooter had plastered everywhere as well.
Yeah.
And that was on his wing, and the caterpillar had a little speech bubble coming out of it that says, "You have changed."
Right.
And the butterfly had a little speech bubble out of it that said, "We're supposed to."
Right. So
Kind of implying that the evolution is from a MAGA hat wearer to a Nazi.
Right, but his implication was that was like proper.
Yeah, that
Like,
is
you
what
should do that.
if you're a MAGA supporter, this
Yeah.
is the natural evolution of those ideas. His defense to it that he comes out publicly in a video and says is that he didn't know, and that's like there's many interpretations that you can take from that image.
But if you didn't know what it meant, then why would you post it? Like it's illogical.
And also, you can find that there are now deleted comments on that post.
Yeah.
And one of them is tagging Pete Evans. Hey, isn't that the logo for the Nazis?
Yeah.
And then Pete Evans replying, I was waiting for someone to notice that.
What a fucking loser, dude.
So he is just a proper full-blown Nazi.
Yeah.
It's not even like he's just a dumb, weird guy.
No, he's a
like
Nazi.
a proper full-blown Nazi.
Yeah.
And he's like dog whistling with this meme.
Yeah.
And then like trying to claim that he doesn't know what it is, which is like a classic move. He actually was going to be on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Right.
And then they cancelled him from the show because of that meme that he shared.
And I imagine he got fired from My Kitchen Rules also.
Yeah, he did. He started to add a few too many rules to the kitchen.
Yeah. Don't even get me started on what he was planning to do with those ovens, dude. The ovens need to be bigger.
That's actually really good. That's the first like good impression I've ever heard you do. I've got like shell shock. That's crazy.
My name's Pete. And these ovens are too small.
Yeah.
If you were if the show got successful enough, certainly not after this episode, but let's say we did some more and then we got famous, would you do like a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here type show?
I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here is taking a bunch of rich people,
Yeah.
putting them on an island, and then like pretending like they have to actually survive.
You'd do so bad as well.
I have no survival skills.
You would do so. I reckon I'd be fine.
Well, mate, yeah,
used
you're
to be
like weirdly arrogant about that sort
I used to
of
be
thing,
a
though.
Boy Scout.
Yeah, but
So I
you
had all
don't
the-
have skills.
Yeah, I do.
No, you don't.
I've got all the survival skills.
You do.
Dude, you become a Boy Scout. Here's what you learn, right? You got orienteering.
So you're going to be a penis sucking joke at the end of this?
No.
All right.
How dare you?
Go on. What else do you
Okay,
learn?
well, I'll start again.
Orienteering.
I could build tents,
Yeah.
tie ropes.
Uh-huh.
I can avoid being molested by older boys.
Older boys.
Yeah, I learned that at Boy Scouts.
I've just found the joke.
Was it not that one?
No, it wasn't that one. I found it, but sometimes you need ones like that to help
Yeah.
you find them, you know?
Well, I like to think of myself as like I'm like a bridge. You know, the rainbow to the pot of gold. I like to think of myself as the rainbow to help you find the good jokes.
If you like to think of yourself as the rainbow,
Yeah.
I like to think of myself as the French government.
No!
Still angry about that, by the way.
Yeah. I actually legitimately kind of am.
Yeah, fuck you, France.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, Google the Rainbow Warrior. Some bullshit. Okay, so, I found the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here joke. A lot of people think that Pete Evans was recently fired from his upcoming role on I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here for the anti-Semitic meme that he posted to his Facebook. However, this is not true. Pete Evans was actually fired from the show for sending an email suggesting the show be renamed I'm a Celebrity, Get Them Out of Here.
Listen, I've got some notes about the show.
Okay, so I'm not going to go through all of his weird claims about 5G and vaccines and all this kind of stuff. Here's a bit of the MCU of Grifter of the Week. Pete Evans has actually done an interview with Andrew Wakefield, the anti-vaccine guy from a previous episode.
That makes sense.
Some of the other claims that he's made is that sunscreen is really bad for you.
I feel like a lot of people have that thing of
Kevin
like,
Trudeau said that.
yeah, sunscreen causes cancer, which
And
is so funny.
Just like Kevin Trudeau, he also recommends going out and staring into the sun, which is really bad and you shouldn't do that.
Did you see the thing where people were like sunning like their assholes?
No.
Like they would like go out naked.
That's not real.
And no, it is real.
No,
I can show you pictures of it if you want.
No, but you couldn't stay in that position for long enough for your like
No, they
arsehole
do
to get
because
tanned.
people were getting their assholes sunburnt and it's really, really like bad.
If you guys are wondering, I'm currently watching Joel lifting his legs
Yeah.
up as though he's sun tanning his asshole.
Yeah,
In
it's
some sort
terrible.
of demonstration. Yeah, and imagine sitting like that for like an hour.
People do it. Doctors
For
had
who?
to.
I was gonna
it's like
lay down some fat dick, and then I fucking cracked the pussy out.
No, it's not about
pale as shit.
It's not about tanning your asshole. It's about like soaking in the sun rays through your.
Shut up! What are you
anus.
talking about?
No, it is. I'm serious. And then like several health boards had to come out and be like, "Hey guys, you're gonna get fucking colon cancer. Like, can't expose your asshole to get sunburned asshole. It's terrible for you." Anyways.
Everything that Joel just said, citation needed.
No, a citation not needed.
Okay, it's never mind.
Yeah.
He's also claimed that calcium makes your bones weaker.
They don't make your bones stronger.
Which is annoying, yeah, exactly, because that's wrong, but it's not wrong because milk is good.
Yeah.
It's just wrong.
Milk does fucking suck, and I genuinely think if you like recreationally drink milk,
I did
you're
this
a
morning. I
weirdo.
chugged it from the bottle.
That's
I was
so.
like, glug, glug, glug,
That's
glug, glug.
disgusting.
It's yum ass.
But it's not going to make your bones weaker.
No, but it makes me generate a lot more cryptocurrency.
Yeah, it does. Is there a link between drinking milk and making more cum?
No, at least not in my experience. So here's something.
Here's something
I've found.
That's the thing of this episode is just, oh yeah, and then there's this.
Yeah,
There's something.
that's the catchphrase of Grifter of the Week.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Can we milk 3 minutes out of this?
So here's the video that you can play. We can start talking. I won't even provide context.
Oh, we got a new follower on Grifter of the Week. Live.
Who is it? Read them out.
I will. Hold up.
God, this is sad.
His name.
Fuck me, this is sad.
Oh, it's his name's Eric Mason.
Thanks, Eric.
And his bio is crypto mentor. I help people make money online.
Oh my God, he's a cum dollar expert.
DM to join the team.
DM him right now.
I'm gonna message him. Have you heard of cum dollars? Oh God, this is so close to a prank call. I'm so excited. Have you?
It's also
heard
targeted harassment.
Of cum dollars. I'm looking to invest. That's hilarious.
Okay.
All right, we'll see what happens.
We've heard from some amazing speakers today. I'm not
Feel
sure
free to just talk over Pete. He's
what I
going
can
to be
add.
waffling for a bit.
Right.
Well, I will speak the truth.
Yeah! Woo! We love you, Pete.
That's my truth. Everybody has their own truth. And
That's
to be
cool.
honest with you, I don't have the answers. You do. No one's coming to save you
Oh no.
except you.
Hell yeah, Pete.
Each and every one of you
Yeah.
has to stand up in whatever capacity you can.
What is he
Some
saying?
people are activists like there are today. Some people hold space through meditations.
God, I thought I was fucking waffling in my
people
segment, dude. Listen to this guy.
Enter into parliament, which is the last thing I'd ever consider.
Wait, he's running for parliament.
But I've been invited to step in as a federal senator for the New South Wales seat.
Wait, Pete's a senator?
Pete for Senator!
Oh, he's running for
He's
senator.
running, baby!
But anyone can run for senator.
Yeah, but not everyone can win.
You don't have to be invited.
Not everyone can handle the heat of Hell's Kitchen.
To give you an idea, last year I begged others to do this for me. I begged
I begged.
people that I thought could change the future of Australia. I fucking begged.
That's such a good. I fucking begged. He's also
I'm not
wearing
an
like
expert in this.
army fatigue
I'm a
pants,
beginner.
no shoes, and just a plain
I will
white
do my
shirt
best.
with the
And
cute.
hopefully,
Okay, I'm done with you.
He's also promoted a cure to coronavirus and autism as well.
Oh, really?
He's a wacky man.
Eric
So
Mason.
vote for Pete.
Eric Mason replied. He said, "You're interested in forex trading? No,
Cum dollars. Can you not read?
Yeah, I don't think.
Or
that's
is
good.
forex like a cool crypto lingo for cum dollars these
Maybe.
days? You really hope that the
What
whole
does
cum
that-
dollars joke gels well with everyone at home.
What
Because
does
we've
that
really
mean?
lent on it quite heavily.
Well, the thing is that I'm very thankful because usually when we put a bit more effort in, Caleb scolds me for going for things like cum dollars, but
But today,
his guard's down, so
yeah.
just let me get away. What does that mean? It's a new crypto. It's like the gold standard, but instead of gold, the asset is cum. I'm gonna give this guy one more reply, and then should I try call him? Yes.
Maybe that sounds like a bad idea.
I want to try call him. He goes, I'm gonna calling him.
Dude, no, this is weird.
Oh, I'm FaceTiming him on accident.
This is super weird.
Oh shit.
You've just randomly started FaceTiming a fan.
I'm just calling him. Oh, he didn't join.
Keep going.
I've tried calling him 3 times.
Go and try. Call again.
What the F? I'm trying to...
I'm finna explain, bro.
I'm not saying finish. Don't even say finna to me again. Always typing. And I promise you, we'll get right back to what you're talking about.
I have nothing else. I've got nothing. That's it.
He just said, I said, I'm trying to call you. He says, yeah. Why you no reply?
Dude, I got called by an 022 number the other week.
Yeah.
And I didn't know who it was. And I went to pick it up, but it just went because we didn't get there fast enough.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't leave a voicemail. And I went through the text and I'd never sent a text to this person. And genuinely, I was like, I've been like doxxed and it's like a weird member of the public who's trying to find me.
What, from the podcast?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, like who's...
How popular do you think the show is?
Well, which 022 number is just calling me up, bro?
I don't know. One of your old lost friends.
I reckon it's Eric Mason.
Move ahead. All right.
Move ahead.
Yeah, move ahead. Like, move on. I wonder if he unfollows us. I could really use the follows, to be honest. Follow at Grifter of the Week on Instagram. He unfollowed us. All right, well, that's the end of that saga. What are we saying about fucking Pete?
About Pete.
Yeah.
He's a racist.
He's a racist, yeah. He sucks.
He's a grifter.
What a triumph this episode's been. I don't really know how to put Earth 2.0 or Pete into the list.
They're both pretty low tier grifters.
And to be honest with you, no one listens to this part of the show anyway.
Or
any of this episode.
Or any of this show.
Let me pull up the fucking tier list here, why don't I? Sorry, I just opened my notes to get the tier list. And here's a sketch idea that I wrote down. The only note that it is just Correlation Street, right?
Like Coronation Street.
Yeah, and this is what it is. Oh, the weather's a bit bad. That's a terrible British word.
All of that. I just say it for like fucking 20 seconds in silence. All right.
So yeah, that's Correlation Street. But let's rank these grifters, shall we?
Okay, so they're both like going to be in the bottom half. None of them are like that bad, really.
No. I reckon we put Mr. Pete like just under Ban 1080.
I mean, the Ban 1080 people aren't Nazis.
That's the thing. Like, he's a Nazi, which is like, in my opinion, quite bad. Not to fucking virtue signal here, but
well, he is just following orders.
Yeah, I don't.
Manu's orders.
Manu's orders, yeah. We'll put him under Ban 1080, and then Earth 2 is, I think, a hilarious scam. But you know, it's just for fucking website. So why don't we put them just under Ace Family Vlogs?
Sounds good to me.
Hell yeah. If you're wondering why that segment was so rushed, it's because you fucking people just skip through it anyway. So
yeah.
What an episode. My name on all social media platforms is probably not Joel. Feel free to follow me on there. Caleb.
I am Kaleb the Saucy Roll Boy on Instagram, but you can find me at Kaleb the Saucy Roll Boy on Pop Tropica as well.
Dude, I loved Pop Tropica.
Yeah, how good was Pop Trop?
Yeah. All right, thanks.
Happy grifting.
Happy grifting.
All right.
Wait. Don't stop the podcast just yet. I'm looking at the timeline here, and we're at 22 minutes, which is much too short. So I thought, here in lockdown with my girlfriend Allie, so I thought I would just do a tight 5 and see what happens. If you don't hear any laughter, it's because the microphone doesn't pick her up. A lot of people that know me in real life are really surprised that I started a podcast, and they expressed to me that they had no idea that I wanted to do comedy, which, first of all, people were a little bit too surprised that I wanted to do comedy. But it's also a misconception that I want to be a comedian, which isn't really true at all. I actually hate doing this podcast. But my therapist is forcing me to do it in order to get over my fear of organized comedy. Yep, she didn't laugh at that one. Fuck. Personally, I feel like being a comedian is sort of one step removed from being a street magician. And I fucking hate street magicians. Like, if I was Prime Minister, I'd make weed legal, euthanasia would be mandatory, and street magicians would be outlawed. And I'd be really harsh. You know those guys that do magic in Cuba Street? I'd give them life in prison. Instantly. I'd bring back capital punishment and charge them for possession of playing cards of intent to entertain. There you go, we've got one laugh there. I reckon on the ladder of just shitty people, from stand-up to magician, the one ring under that's got to be preachers. Because you're literally just a stand-up comedian whose lies aren't funny. Like, it's an open book test. You can just burn away an easy 5 minutes reading out of a passage like it's fucking high school English, and you get a standing ovation at the end of it. Thanks. Speaking of the Bible, Jesus said, live by the sword, die by the sword, and then died by being nailed to a cross, which sounds like a fitting end for a carpenter. However, I personally feel it would be more poetic if he had just choked on his mince and cheese pie while listening to Hierarchy FM and doing absolutely nothing on a worksite. Yeah, those are some jokes. Maybe the people that were super surprised about me starting a podcast weren't. Their concerns weren't unfounded. But this is another common misconception, is that this is my first foray into the digital media space. But that's actually not true either. When I was about 12, I made a YouTube video where me and my friend Kyle reacted to Two Girls, One Cup. Except for we didn't actually want to watch the video, so we just pretended to watch it. But then my mom found the video and she Googled Two Girls, One Cup and grounded me. And it's a pretty impossible argument to make to your mom that you didn't actually watch the video, you just pretended to watch the video. So not only do I know about this video where girls are shitting in one another's mouth, I'm like a fraud. I'm an internet fraud. You know, it's a difficult one to navigate. Wow. Do you have anything to say? Not as easy as it looks. Not as easy as it looks. Thank you for listening. Here's actually some real stuff. If you're still listening at this point, you must be like a super fan or something. So I will say that next episode will be the season finale, and we'll put a lot more effort into that one than this one. This one was a busy week for both Kaleb and I, but we're going to take a couple weeks off, and then we're going to come back, rejig it up a little bit, make it a bit easy to make, because at the moment it takes way too fucking long. But yeah, thanks for listening, and hopefully this is closer to half an hour, probably only by a couple minutes. Alright, so still only at like 26 minutes here, so I thought I would just pull up Bible.com. In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty, darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, let there be a vault between the waters to separate water from water. So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. And it was so. God called the vault sky. And there was evening, and there was morning, the second day. And God said, let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear. And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it according to their various kinds. And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And God saw it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the third day. And God said, let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times, and days and years, and let them be lights in the vault of the sky to give light on earth. And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky. So God created the great creatures of the sea, and every living thing with which water teems and what moves about in it, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to its kind. And God saw it was good. God blessed them and said, be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the water and seas, and let the bird increase on the earth. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fifth day. A lot of days here. That's not in the Bible. That's some editorializing from me. And God said, let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals, each according to its kind. And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kinds. A lot of kinds also. But hey, who am I to criticize the big man? Surely that is enough.